Good afternoon, students. Okay, students. So in the previous class, we were doing the Floyd Warshall algorithm. So up to which matrix we have solved? Okay, we have just started with the D1 matrix. Okay, we have completed the Bellman-Ford algorithm. Okay, D1 is done. Okay, we have completed with the Bellman-Ford algorithm. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, so the D1 matrix, we have written the D1 matrix. So what was the D1 matrix? D1 matrix means that we have to include the vertex number 1. So was there any change in the D1 matrix? Was there any change in the D1 matrix? No. Okay, now solve D1 matrix is, if D1 matrix is already solved, now solve the D2 matrix. D2 matrix means that we have to include the vertex number 2 and you have to look at the previous matrix constructed, that is the D1 matrix. Okay, is it clear? Now I will write the matrix, I will write the D. I will write the matrix over here, D1 matrix. You solve the D2 matrix till that point and then we will discuss. So students, I am planning to take one extra session on Friday. So there will be a combined session for IoT 1 and IoT 2. Okay, so those who are interested, they can join. I will discuss some practice questions, so that the mindset is clear for the exam. No, not evening. I'm not planning to take it in evening. Morning only I will take. Okay, Ria has solved. Okay, let me just look into it, Ria. Friday 13, I will take in the morning. It will be a combined session for IoT 1 and IoT 2. So already as this is the last topic. This is the last topic. See, it's up to you. Ayush, it is up to you. That is the extra session I am taking. So those who are interested, they can join. Obviously, there will be not attendance for it. It is a practice session. Okay, is it clear? So those who are interested, they can join. Okay, now let's have the look at first of all D1 matrix. So how D1 matrix is formed? D1 matrix is formed when you have to include the vertex 1. Okay, so after including the vertex 1, what all the values which I am getting? I am getting the values like after including the vertex number 1, it is 0, 11, 1 and 6. Yes, it is 0, 11, 1 and 6. Yes, yes, Riya, it is correct, and it is 11, 0, 3, 1, 7, 0, 2 and 6, 3, 2, 0. Yes, it is correct. So the values which I am getting is 11 over here, 0 over here, 7 over here, and 3 over here. And the value in the third row I am getting is, yes, 1, 7, 1, 7, 0, and 2. And the value which I am getting in the row number 4, it is 6, 3, 2, 0. 6, 3, 2 and 0. Okay, now see what we have to do is we have to solve the D2 matrix now. Now what is the meaning of D2 matrix? D2 matrix means that I have to include vertex 1 and vertex 2. What is the meaning of D2 matrix? D2 matrix means that I have to include the vertex 1 and vertex 2. Okay, I have to include the vertex number 1 and 2. So 1 I have already included in the D1 matrix. Why will I include it again? 1 I have already included in the D1 matrix. So why I will include it again? Okay, so here I am getting D2 matrix. Okay, so in the D2 matrix, now see in the case of D2 matrix, let us suppose I have to solve, here I am writing 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and let us suppose here it is 1, 2. Okay, Riya has already solved. Anyone else who has solved it? So here I am getting 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now see, D2 matrix means that I have to include the second vertex in between. Okay, so is there any changes in the D2 matrix? Is there any changes in the D2 matrix? Is there any change in the D2 matrix? No, because the values which we are getting is the values which are getting is more. So we will not change. Let me just write one entry. Let me just solve one entry. Let us suppose we solve the entry. Let us suppose we solve the entry 2 comma 2 comma 3. Okay. So what does our algorithm says? That write the number which is already there if you have to solve the entry 2 comma 3. If you have to solve the entry 2 comma 3. If you have to solve the entry of 2 comma 3. So here I am writing 2 comma 3 and here I am writing minimum. Okay. So minimum of what? Minimum of already existing value. The already existing value is 7 and 2 comma 3. The already existing value is 7. So I have written 7 over here. Okay. Now what I have to do? Now what I have to do is I have to include the vertex 4. So I have to include the vertex number 2 in this case. Okay, so what does it say? That from 2 you visit 2 first, plus you have to visit from 2 till 3. Okay, so here I am writing 7. Now what is 2 comma 2? 2 comma 2 is what? 2 comma 2 is 0. And what is 2 comma 3? It is again, yes, it is, what is 2 comma 2? 2 comma 2 is 0, and what is 2 comma 3? It is 7. Okay, so here from 7 and 7, which one is minimum? From 7 and 7, which one is minimum? 7 is minimum. So the value is remaining same. Okay, now you solve for 2 comma 4. Solve for 2 comma 4, and likewise you solve it. Likewise, you solve this graph and tell me, is there any changes other than Riya and Udita? Riya and Udita has already solved it. Tell me, is there any other changes? Yes, Riya and Udita has already solved it. Other students? Yes, what about other students other than Riya and Udita? Yes, students, reply in the chat box. Are you able to solve? Yes, Mohit, any
Madam.
question?
Yes, ma'am. I'm to get the point of going from 2 to 2,
Yes,
then
Mohit, you can tell I have given you the audio rights.
ma'am.
Yes, 1 comma 1 will. Oh no, you are not audible to me. 1 comma 1, I think there is some issue at my end, but I have got your point. 1 comma 1 is if you solve 1
College
comma 1
notification
also.
button,
Mohit,
ma'am.
if you will solve 1 comma 1 also, let us suppose that I have
Mm-hmm.
to solve 1 comma 1 for D2 matrix. Okay, so what I
0
will do
and 1.
is first I will write, if now I have to include the vertex number 2. Okay, so I have to include the vertex number 2. So what I will do is I will write, what is 1 comma 1? 1 comma 1 is 0. So I will write, I have to go from 1. From 1 I have to go to, from 1 I have to go to 2, plus from again 2 I have to go to 1. Okay, so what is here? Here it is 0. What is 1 comma 2? Can you tell me what is 1 comma 2 in D1? Can you tell me what is 1 comma 2 in D1? Yes, in D1, what is 1 comma 2? Yes, write in the chat box what is 1 comma 2. Yes, it is 11. So I am going to write it over here. 11 plus what is 2 comma 1? What is 2 comma 1? It is again 11. So I am writing 11 over here. So 0 and 22. Which one is minimum? 0 and 22. Which one is minimum? Yes, which one is minimum? 0 is minimum. Yes or no, Mohit? So what we will write? By बच्चे 11 plus 11, 2 comma 1 is what? See, Mohit, 1 comma 2 is 11 and 2 comma 1 is 11. So when we add 11 plus 11, 11 plus 11 is what? 11 plus 11 is what, Mohit? 22. So that's why I have written 22 over here. Is it clear? So from 0 and 22, which one is minimum? From 0 and 22, which one is minimum? Bache, from 0 and 22, which one is minimum? Mohit, what has happened to you today? Mohit, 0 and 22, which one is minimum? 0 is minimum. I am asking from 0 and 22, which one is minimum? And you are telling me 11. No, it is not 11. From 0 and 22, 0 is minimum. Okay. Rest of you, have you got my point, everyone? Is it clear to everyone else? Okay. Yes. First matrix is D0. Okay. See, D0 and D1. D0 is what? D0 is the similar matrix. D0 is the similar matrix which we will write from this only. Okay. The D0 matrix, we will write exactly this. We will write the D0 matrix. Then we will make D1 matrix. Both D0 and D1 are similar for this graph. But for other question, it might be possible that values are changing. Okay, in this graph D1 and D2 is also similar. D1 and D2 is also similar, but for other graphs it might be possible that the values are changing. Have you got my point, students? Everyone is clear? Now I have solved D1, I have solved D2, now I will solve D3. Mohit, is it clear to you? Yes, Mohit, is it clear? Okay, if it is clear, now solve for D3. And rest of the students also, you solve for D3 now. Now solve for D3. D3 means what? D3 means that you have to include the vertex number 3. Okay. And you have to look at the D2 matrix. Is it clear, students? You have to look at the D2 matrix only and you have to include the vertex number 3. So I'm writing over here 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And I am again writing over here 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so I will solve one for you. I will solve one. Okay, rest entry you will solve. Like I will solve 1 comma 2 entry. Okay, what is the 1 comma 2 entry? Okay, so I will solve 1 comma 2 entry. So who will tell how to solve 1 comma 2 entry? First of all, I will take minimum. Minimum of 1 comma 2. What is 1 comma 2 in the D2 matrix? What is 1 comma 2 in the D2 matrix? 1 comma 2 is what? 11. 1 comma 2 is what? 11. So what I am going to write over here? I am going to write 11 over here. So minimum of 11. Now I am solving for 3 vertex. Means I have to include 3 vertex now. Because here it is D3. So D3 means I have to include the 3 vertex. Okay. So I am including the third vertex. Already first 2 vertex I have included. Now I am including the third vertex. Now what is the meaning of third vertex? That first I have to go from 1. I have to go to 3. Okay. Plus from 3 I have to go to 2 vertex. Okay. So 11. 11 is here. Now what is 1 comma 3? What is 1 comma 3, students? Look at D2 vertex. In D2 vertex what is 1 comma? In D2 vertex, what is 1 comma 3? Yes, reply in the chat box, students. Reply in the chat box. Okay, Mohit, I am giving you the audio rights. You can ask me, okay? I think I am unable to hear your voice. Let me just, there is issue with my PC. So I am giving you, okay, okay. I will make you presenter. Let me just reconnect. Okay, Mohit, I will make you presenter, but make sure that you don't erase the board. Okay, many times when I make presenter to students, they erase the board. So make sure you don't do that. Okay, you know how to use the icons. Okay, can you raise your hand, Mohit? Can you just raise your hand? Yes, go ahead, Mohit. Yes, Mohit, you can ask.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
So, ma'am, once again, I'm trying to share my screen actually.
You
It's
can ask
asking for
from
Google.
here. If you want, you can ask from here, from whiteboard.
Yes, ma'am.
You can use the icon. See, this is the second icon, which is the pointer. You can use that icon.
Ma'am, 1 second, please. ABC theme, homepage, site settings.
Till then, rest of the students can solve for the D3 matrix. Okay, solve for the D3 matrix and see where you are getting the changes.
Okay,
Those
so
who have
ma'am,
solved, yes.
yes. So ma'am, what's the difference between D1, D2, D3?
See, the difference is that in D1, what we are doing is, in D1, what we are doing is we are including, we are going through first vertex. That is one vertex. That means over here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. In this particular graph from D0 to D1, I am not getting the changes. I am getting the larger values. I am getting the larger values and I am not getting the changes for this particular graph. But for other some graph, we can get the values which are changing. Okay. Like in this case from D1 to D2. Okay. Here also in D2 matrix also I have not get any changes. Why? Because this is for this particular graph only. Okay. But in some other graphs you can see the changes when I am constructing the D3 matrix now. In the D3 matrix you can see that you will get the changes. So why the values are same? It means I am going through vertex number 1. So after going through vertex number 1 I am getting the same values. I am going through vertex number 2, again I am getting the same values. So I will not update. Okay, but when I am going through vertex number 3, I am getting the changes in the values. Okay, so I will update that. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am, but in D3,
Hmm.
1 comma 1 will be considered as the distance from 1 to 1, right? Which will be
Hmm.
0.
Hmm.
So all
Yes.
the diagonals are still 0.
Hmm. Yes.
And then how will we compute 1 comma 2?
See, for computing 1 comma 2, 1 comma 2 means that we have to include the third vertex now. Now, when we have to include the third vertex, we will look at the D2 matrix. Okay. Now, see what is
Okay.
the meaning of including the third vertex? That first from 1 comma 2 is what? Look at D2 matrix and tell me what is the value of 1 comma 2.
11.
11. Okay, so I have written 11 over here. Okay, now I have to include the third vertex. It means first from 1 I will go to 3, then from 3 I will go to 2. Okay, in D2 matrix,
Okay.
how I will solve the D2 matrix? I will solve the D2 matrix, I will include 2 in between. Like it was 2 to 3, I was going from 2 to 2 and then 2 to 3 again. Here I have included the third vertex, so I am going from 1 to 3 and then again from 3 to 2. Okay. Now tell me,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
is the distance of 1 to 3 in the D2 matrix? Tell me the
One
distance
to
of 1 to 3 in the D2
is one.
matrix.
Oh,
1. Okay.
it's one.
And what is
Yes,
the
ma'am.
distance? What is the distance of 3 to 2?
7.
3 to 2 is 7. Okay. Now, from 11 and 8, which one is minimum?
8 is minimum, ma'am.
8 is minimum. Now, what we will do is, we will write over here from 1 to 2, what we will write? We will write, see, now from 1 to 2, what we will write? I am writing 8 over here. From 1 to 2, I am writing 8. And earlier, it was what? Earlier, from 1 to 2, it was 11. So, I have got the
Yes,
better
ma'am.
path when I am going through vertex number 3. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
See, from 1 to 2, I can reach directly. See over here in the graph now look. From 1 to 2 I can reach directly. It is what 11. But when I go through vertex number 3, 1 plus 7, it is giving me what 8 distance. So I will prefer this. I will prefer going from this particular vertex. Is it clear, Mohit?
Yes, ma'am.
Any other doubt?
So, ma'am, whole purpose of doing this algorithm is to find like the shortest distance, like we were finding previously in the
Yes.
salesman question.
Yes. Very correct.
Okay.
So it
Thank you,
is
ma'am.
basically from all the at that particular case, it was only a single source was there, and we were finding the distance from single source to all other nodes. But here, all node is acting as a source node. 2 will act as a source node, 4 will act as a source node. So I am getting in a matrix, I am getting, see here, from 1 I am getting the distance of all 4 nodes, from 2 I am getting the distance of all 4 nodes, from 3 and from 4. Earlier there was a single source shortest path, means from single source I was getting the distance, but here every node is acting as a source. Is it clear, Mohit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so what is the values that I am getting in the D3 matrix? The values which I got in the D3 matrix is 0, 8, 1 and 3. Here it is 8. Yes, 8073170233. Yes, I think, yes, Ria, it is correct. 3320. Yes, it is correct. So here I am writing 80731702, and here again I am getting 3320. Yes. Every one of you have got this answer? Yes, every one of you have got this answer. If any one of you is having any doubt, you can ask me. Every one of you have got this answer? Any other doubt? Okay. Okay, 1 comma 3 in D3. Okay. 1 comma 3. So if I write 1 comma 3. See, now in 1 comma 3, what I have to do is minimum of, so 1 comma 3 means that I have to find the minimum. Now minimum of what? See, minimum of 1 comma 3 already present in D2. So D2 already present is value is 6. Okay. Sorry, we are solving for 1 comma. We are solving for 1 comma, which you have asked. Okay, 1 comma 3 you have asked. Okay. So see, 1 comma 3 values is remaining the same. 1 comma 3 means that in the previous graph we will look. So in the previous graph, what is the value of 1 comma 3? The value of 1 comma 3 is what? The value of 1 comma 3 is 1. So I have written 1 over here. The value of 1 comma 3 in the D2 graph is 1. So I have written 1 over here. Now what I have to include? I have to include the vertex number 3. So what is the meaning of this? That from 1, I will go to 3, plus from 3 I will go to 3 only. Okay, so this is the meaning, that from 1 I will go to 3, and from 3 I will go to 3 again. So 1 from 1 comma 3, 1 comma 3 means, now see what is 1 comma 3? 1 comma 3 is 1. Okay, so I have written 1 over here. And what is 3 comma 3? 3 comma 3 in the D2 matrix is 0. So I am writing 1 comma 1 plus 0. So see over here, here it is 1 I have already chosen, that is 1 over here. So, so here the distance of 1 comma 3 is what? 1 that I have written, and the distance of 3 comma 3 I have to add. 3 comma 3 is what? 0. So between 1 and 1, which one is minimum? The 1 is minimum. So I have written 1 over here. Yes, Mohit, it is correct. Now you have got the point. 1 comma 3 plus 3 comma 3. Yes, good. Okay, is it clear to everyone else? Yes, other than Riya, Udita, Rahul and Mohit. What about other students? Yes, what about other students? Okay, let us solve for now D of 4. Okay. Now what is the meaning of D of 4? I will solve one entry, rest you will solve. Okay, I will solve one entry, rest you will solve. So what is the D of 4 means? D of 4. Now I am going through the vertex number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Till 3 I have already traversed. So now, see here I am writing now D of 4. So here I am writing of D of 4. Now what is D of 4? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here I am again writing 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, now see, I will solve one entry where we are getting the changes in the D4 matrix. I think we will get the changes at here. Yes, we will get the changes at 1 comma 2. Okay, so I will solve this particular entry. Is it clear? Okay, now see, for solving 1 comma 2, now I am writing over here that I have to solve 1 comma 2. Now for solving 1 comma 2, I have to write minimum. Okay, so I am writing what? I am writing minimum. So what you have to do is, you have to look what is the earlier entry in the D3 matrix. So earlier entry is, yes, the earlier entry here, you look at what is the earlier entry. The earlier entry is 8. So what I am going to do over here is I am writing 8 over here. Okay, and now 1 to 2 means what? I have to go from 1 I have to go till 4, and from 4 I have to go to, from 4 I have to go to 2 again. Okay, is it clear? Now see, 8 is here, and from 1 to 4, from 1 to 4, tell me what is the value of 1 to 4? 1 to 4, in the previous case it is 1 to 4 is what? 1 to 4 is 3, and what is 4 to 2? Yes, tell me the value of 4 to 2. 4 to 2 is again 3. So 3 plus 3 is what? 3 plus 3 is 6. So which one is minimum from 8 and 6? 8. Which one is minimum from 8 and 6? 6 is minimum. Okay. So what I will write over here? What I will write in the entry of 1 comma 2? I will write 6. Is it clear? Any doubt till this point? If you have any doubt, anyone is having any doubt, other than only these students are responding, Mohit, Riya, Udita, and Rahul. Only these four students are responding. What about rest of the students? Yes, what about rest of the students? Okay, is there? So I'm going to write the entries. Yes, what about other students? Okay, now solve for these entries. See, 1 comma 1 is what? 1 comma 1 is what, students? Tell me. What is 1 comma 1? 1 comma 1 is 0. Yes. Okay, Dev Pratap Singh. Dev Pratap Singh, tell me the entry for 1 comma 3. Tell me the entry of 1 comma 3. 1 comma 3 is also 1. Then what is 1 comma 4? 1 comma 4 is 3. Now 2 comma 1 is what? 6. Okay, what is 2 comma 2? It is 0. Then again it is 5 and it is, see that in the second row what all entries you are getting? 6, 0, 5 and 3. In the third row what all entries you are getting? 1, 5, 0 and 2. And in the fourth row what all entries you are getting? 3, 3, 2 and 0. Is it clear, students? Is it clear? Is it clear? Anyone is having any doubt? Can ask me. Okay, so there is only 5 minutes left. So in 5 minutes, it is not possible for me to discuss the algorithm. Anyhow, in IoT 1 class also, I have to discuss the algorithm. Okay, so on Friday, I will send you the link. Okay, tell me at which time you are comfortable. Yes, tell me, students, at which time you all are comfortable. So I will take it at that time only. Yes, students, reply in the chat box. Yes, any suggestions? Any suggestions, students, at which time? Okay, we will take in the morning. Any other suggestions? Any other suggestions? Okay, so any other topic you want me to discuss other than this Floyd Warshall algorithm? We will discuss this Floyd Warshall algorithm. So we will discuss the practice questions. Yes, we will discuss some important concepts only. We will be discussing the important concepts which are important from your some which are missed and some the important concepts we will be discussing. Okay, students, time is up. You can leave the session. Rest we will discuss on Friday. Yes, happy Diwali, Mohit. I think we will be just having the session on Friday also. You can save your wishes till then.